All right. Ooh, my eyes look big and bright and shiny. I like it. Hi my lovelies and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my wash day look from wash day to fabulous and out the door in one day. So today I'm going to show you guys how I created my beautiful two-strand twists, which are great for a quick twist out. It's a rainy day today, so I want to be bright and vibrant and just really bring some light into this 50 shades of gray clouds today. OMG. The palette of choice today is BAM! This is the Warrior palette from Juvia's Place. That is my one palette challenge for today. I'm going to give you guys some tips and tricks on how to get a very tight, uniform two-strand twist that will make an amazing, I'm talking bomb twist out look. And I'm also going to walk you guys through a really quick bringing together of this look. So before we jump into that video, number one, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, subscribe to my channel. And if you know someone who would enjoy this video, don't forget to share. And if you want to know the next time your girl will be on your screen, hit that bell button, boo. Without any further ado, let's get into the wash day. Alrighty, hello my lovelies and welcome back. We are officially out of the shower and we are ready to go. So I'm going to show you what I do to prepare my hair for styling. And then once I get done with that, I'm just going to do just one section, make it fast. So I'm going to show you my quick and easy 3 steps to getting my hair moisturized and ready to go. This is a video that is very helpful if you live in a very humid climate or a very dry climate where you notice your hair transitions from beautiful and moist and supple and juicy curls to dry like a Brillo pad, okay? So I'm going to show you guys what I do to keep my hair highly moisturized, whether it's in my two-strand twist or after I take my twist down and just wear it as a twist out. So let's get over the chit chat and into the product, okay? So the tools I'm going to be using are my usual, my Vented brush. This brush is my favorite. I love Vented brushes. I think they give me the best detangling, and you can find them anywhere. I got them for like $2, $3, and he works amazing. My next one is my big wide tooth comb to help me distribute the product through my hair. The first product I'm going to be using is my leave-in conditioner. This one is from As I Am. This one is a lightweight product that gives me the best feel to my hair. I notice my curls are popping, so if I want to do a wash and go, this will be the product that I would recommend. It's not too heavy. It doesn't make my hair like weighed down where there's like no body. It doesn't flow with the wind. I like that gone with the wind, sexy hair, you know, just the wind picks up and go. So this is probably my biggest recommendation. If you do suffer from hair that gets really dry really fast, I would say pick up like a Cantu or something that has a really thick formula. I'm talking like thicker than a Snicker. You can feel it. It's like, think of body cream but for your hair. The second step is going to be my DIY oil. This is my favorite concoction because it really does give me all the things that my hair needs without any extra things, and I can control what's in there. And the last thing I'm going to be using for my cream is the double butter cream. This is from As I Am. This is a really thick, creamy product. I love it. Like, look at that. He is thick. He ain't going nowhere. So these are the 3 products that I use on a regular basis. This is constantly in rotation to help me keep my hair moist and ready to go. So let's start with, I normally start on the back section, but so you guys can see what I'm doing, I'm going to start with the front. Also on standby is my handy dandy water bottle. You can pick one of these up at Sally's or your local beauty supply. All right, so when I'm doing my hair in the shower, I shampoo and condition. The shampoo and conditioner I use today is the Maui Moisture. I use both the shampoo and conditioner this time. All right, my hair is not dripping wet, but it is wet. I always wring my hair out when I put it in twists. Before I put it into a bantu, I just squeeze out some of the excess water so it's not dripping, and then I lock that water in with my leave-in. So when I'm applying leave-in to my hair, I like to take my two-strand twists and separate them into 2 sections so I can make sure that every section, every strand of hair is getting the love and attention that he needs, honey. All right. So once I feel like it's all well distributed, I make sure I touch the ends, make sure I can feel that it's down there. Make sure we get up here by the roots. Pick up my vented brush and I just comb that through. I always detangle my hair in the shower while I have it saturated with my conditioner. There we go. Even though I added a leave-in, my hair doesn't feel any more heavy. Like, it still has body. It's still light and soft. Then I'm going to take about a quarter amount of my oil. And I'm going to break my section to like 2 sections and then just praying hands the oil down the length of my hair. Add a little bit more. Grab the second section, then just praying hands all the way down to the ends. Bring that section back together. Really make sure I can feel that on my ends. I don't overly saturate my hair with oil, no matter if you're using your own DIY or one that you've purchased. Don't put too much on because it can really, in the summertime, too much oil will literally fry your scalp, number one. It will drip down your scalp, which means if you did your makeup today and then that hair oil is like dripping down, oil on oil product, it's gonna take your foundation off, darlings. I'm sorry, but you want to make sure that you're liberal with your products, but not too liberal. You want to know where to use a lot and where to use sparingly. All right, so now I'm going to separate the top from the bottom. I'm going to grab some butter. I use about that much. Just sort of lightly grab each piece and then bring it down. I don't use a lot of butter either because butter can add weight to your hair that can make your hair a little heavy. But when it's wet like this, as it's drying, it's just gonna absorb all that moisture and I'm gonna have some juicy, defined curls with some beautiful texture. And my hair feels so soft, guys, like super duper soft. Now I'm not trying to define my curls because we are doing a twist out in today's video, but I definitely want to feel like my hair is getting all of it. This is my actual hair texture, guys. It's this weird, like wavy, coily situation. I like it. It's what you get, you know what I'm saying? Once I have a section completed, I just do a 2-strand twist. That helps it retain the moisture so it doesn't dry out completely. I do not like to style my hair when it's dry. I feel like I get the best definition when my hair is a little wet. That's why I always have my spray bottle. So if my hair does dry out a lot before I get to styling it, I'll just spritz it with some water and keep it going. And a tip to keeping your hair wet, moistened, damp is twisting it. Twisting it in a 2-strand twist or putting it in a Bantu knot are both really good ways because the more exposed your hair is to the air, the faster it dries out. Now, on to the second part of that first section. We're gonna grab our leave-in. I use about that much. Gonna work it from the roots of my down to the ends. Praying hands. If you're like me and you have an issue with split ends or damaged ends or ends that dry out, just concentrate that product on the ends as well. So like I said, I'll put about a quarter size amount and work it from the root down, and then I'll start at like this part of my hair and then make sure I get the product here. Making sure your hair is very moisturized is very important to prevent it from drying out. It helps my twist last longer. Like I wear my flat twist for probably like a week, up to 2 weeks when I take the time to properly moisturize. And it surprised me when I tell them I don't use gel. I do not use a heavy hold or a strong holding gel product because I don't like my hair to be crispy, crunchy, sounding like a good old box of Rice Krispies. You know what I'm saying? So now we're going to apply the oil on, and I work the oil from the roots to the ends, brush that through, grab my bottle, put this directly on my scalp, taking my fingers and just opening them up like that, stick them on my scalp and just do a nice little massage to distribute that over that section of my scalp. If you're curious about my oil blend, I will be creating a video and putting that up, so I'll have a link to what I use. And my oil blend is really designed for adding moisture and nurturing my scalp needs, because I do have dry, itchy scalp, especially in the winter. And because I use shea butter in my blend, in my oil blend, my all-purpose hair oil blend, using this product really does help me, because in the wintertime I just add more shea butter and keep that moisture on there, and it really helps me prevent me from having that dry, itchy scalp, because nobody wants to like have a bomb twist out or a cornrow and then you're like scratching for days, adding, you know, frizz to the roots and stuff. And it's like I did all that work and now I'm just like scratching my scalp. I don't really have a dandruff issue or a flaky situation because of the fact that I use oil on my scalp, and I have definitely been making it a priority to make sure I'm using healing products. So in the wintertime, I'll do like an aloe vera treatment on my scalp. I do hot oil treatments starting at the scalp and working into the roots, just to make sure that I kind of prevent myself from having issues in the future. Because winter can be really long sometimes. I mean, like that cold air coming through can be a nightmare. Ugh. But you know, you live, you learn, and you grow, and you do better. The more you know, the more you grow, the better you do. So once I got both of those done, I just Bantu knot it again, grab one of these claw clips here, hold it at the bottom to hold it out of the way. All right, so now that I've walked you through how I moisturize my hair, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this process. And then when I come back, we will go into how I give myself the best two-strand twist ever, which leads to the most beautiful, well-designed, supple, and curly hair ever. Because my twist out routine is simple AF, but it's the steps that I put in that give me the best results. So let me finish my hair, the moisturizing process, and I'll be right back. So I've allowed my hair to dry down, and I went on ahead to save us some time. I went on ahead and braided up the other sections. So my two-strand twists are installed. I'll show you what I've done so far. So here's the back section. And we started on the front. So I want you guys to see like how tightly coiled these are. Let me show you how I do that. When I do my hair in a two-strand twist and I want it to be this tight, I literally take my finger and just sort of slide it like this. So think of it like the smallest violin in the world, you know, that little moment. That's pretty much what I do when I'm twisting my hair. So I'm gonna grab my As I Am styling jelly. And I just grab a little bit on my fingertips, rub it into the palm of my hand, and then just bring that from the root all the way down to the ends. Do the praying hands, because I want to make sure all this product is in my hair, and you know when it has enough product when your curls start to pop. So as you guys can see, my curls are starting to come back. I'm not really too concerned about getting my curls to pop because we're going to be stretching this anyway. We're going to be putting this in a twist. You're not going to be able to see my actual texture. So the technique that I use, I like to tell people, it's kind of like creating a rope. You know, a rope is created with several strands of material that are coiled and twisted together to create a firm, tight hold. And that's really what a rope is. So when I'm doing my hair, I section it off into the size that I want, and then I'm really gonna grab hold of it, okay? And then as soon as I grab it, I'm going to start twisting the hair in my fingers to really create a really smooth, tight section. So then I just do that, and then I keep my fingers really, really close to the root because I don't want this to be fuzzy and frizzy. This helps you have a really nice, tight twist, and it also allows you to have really nice definition when you take the twist down if you want to transition to a twist out. So as you can see, I'm literally just taking my finger, I'm twisting it over, and as I cross over, I will twist that section again. And that's really that. That is it, guys. I have a really nice tight coil. He's good to go. And by wrapping around your finger, you get a nice little curl like this. So I'm gonna finish this last section. When I return, it'll be all done. Then I'm going to, after I finish doing my hair, I'm gonna go ahead and wash my face to remove any oil or product that's on my skin. Go ahead and prep my skin so we can move into the makeup look. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you in a moment. And we're back, guys, and we're done. So these twists are completed. They look amazing. I'm super happy with how they turned out. So now to finish this wash day look, from going from washed out to fab, let's get into the face. So for starters, I'm gonna pin my hair out of the way and put on some primer. I'm gonna be using my Fenty primer, and I've already used the prep on my skin. I like to prep my skin after washing it sometimes, and after all that I've done today, with a little bit of my Olay mist. So I've already sprayed this on, allowed to dry down. I'm gonna go ahead and start with my Fenty and get my hair up. I'll be right back. Alrighty, hair up, face is primed and ready to go. So let's move on to a little bit of correcting. I'm just gonna grab my 2 Maybelline Age Rewinds. I'm gonna be picking up the shades Golden and Caramel. I'm gonna take the shade Golden first. I'm gonna use it directly under my eye to brighten that area up, which will just be a little bit of this. And there, I like to use a yellow tone highlighting shade or yellow tone concealer to give me this brightness underneath my eye, underneath my foundation. And then I'm going to take the shade Caramel and I'm going to put it around my mouth in the areas where I have a little bit more hyperpigmentation. I'm going to blend this out and be right back. Alrighty, the concealer is blended out. For foundation today, I'm going to be using my Fenty Pro Filter in the shade. I picked up a new shade, 445. I normally use 440. I don't think she's working for me very well right now because I'm starting to get my summer roast on. So it's coming off a little orange. So I picked this one up. It's one of the new in-between shades, which I think will work really, really good for me. If you're new with the Fenty primer, you have to shake this baby. Shake and really, really good. It's like making a margarita, eh? I'm gonna put a few pumps in the back of my hand. We're gonna dot this everywhere. I'm hoping that this one reads a little bit better now, because I think he was too dark for me if I were using my winter shade, but I think this is a better choice for my summer shade. So let's blend it out and find out. Be right back. All right, our base face is on. Foundation is blended out. I did want to bring up a point. I do like the Fenty primer. I really do. I think it is amazing. I use it under several different foundations. And the Fenty foundation, I really do like the Pro Filter one as well. I love the soft matte vibe of it. And when I ordered the foundation, it came with the foundation brush. Now, I think this brush is the most cutest thing ever. I'm just not a fan of its application. It reminds me a lot of a powder brush, and I don't like powder brushes because I feel like they leave like streakiness on your face. But I do have it, and I tend to use it for highlighting. I think he's dense enough to pick up highlighter and just lightly tap it on my cheeks. So that's what I use this for. I still want to give it another try. I just haven't gotten to it. I'm just in love with the flat brush. Okay. Now that we've shared that little bit of information, let's move on to the next step, which is highlighting and contouring. I'm going to do a full Fenty face. Why not? Do a full Fenty base. So I'm going to pick up the Fenty Pro Filter Concealer. I use the shade 440. I'm also going to use the shade 450 for my contouring and bronzing. Alrighty, so we're going to highlight right underneath the eye. As always, you know, left, right, down the bridge of me nose. Cupid's bow. A nice little sunset on the forehead and bring it down. And on the chin. And for the contouring slash bronzing shade, I'm going to take a small smidget of him on the back of my hand. And I'm going to tap him into the areas that I want. Now, I normally use the matchstick in the shade Espresso for contouring, but I'm kind of going for a more bronze look. It's a really rainy day today, to be honest with you guys. It's a rainy, gray day here in Texas, and so I just want to put a little bit more bronze. The sun isn't out, so I like to be bronzy when the sun ain't out. Why not? Why not? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and blend this out. I'll be using my handy dandy sponge. I'm going to start with my contouring bronzing shade first and then work my way to the center. So we're just going to fast forward through this part. Let's go. All right, we are fully blended and looking nice. I haven't used this shade in the summertime. I actually bought it close to right around the time they launched those in-between shades. So you have like 440 and 450, and then a few months back, I can't remember exactly when, so don't come for me, but when they launched the in-between shades, I was like, OMG, I have such a hard time finding 440, and I knew for a fact that 450 was not the right shade for me. It's a little on the orangier side, more on the deep redder side. It's like orangey red, and that shade I knew wasn't the best look for me either. But when they said they were gonna be launching 445, I told my husband we got to go to Sephora. I want to swatch it, and I swatched it, and it was reading a little bit dark on me, kind of like an olivey situation. But as you guys can see now, this is not as orange on me as my 440 is in the summertime, so I'm digging it. Like, so far, the oxidation on it is playing really, really nice. I'm gonna pat my under eye real quick, and then we're gonna go ahead and set this. Look, while we're gossiping about foundation, you better make sure we don't get no creaserization underneath those eyes, okay? Let's not accentuate the things we're trying to hide. Okay. So I'm going to grab my purple sponge as always, and I'm going to grab a little bit of the powder. And I'm using the Beauty Bakery powder. I'm using two powders today. I'm using the yellow and the translucent, the yellow for underneath my eye and the other areas that I highlight. And I'm going to use the translucent powder to set the rest of my face. But yeah. When this shade came out, I was like, oh baby, we gotta go get that, because the orange shade, I knew the 440 was working for me. Like, I can make it work for me in the winter time. Like, my winter shade is not that bad. Like, I can pick up a foundation in almost any brand for my winter shade. It's my summer shade where your girl has problems, because in order for me to find something that's dark enough for my roasting, I roast like a cocoa bean or a coffee bean in the summer. I just get a little bit more deeper in color, a little bit more red comes to the surface, and an orange foundation just doesn't work for me. It's very obvious that I'm wearing foundation, so your girl has to compensate by probably picking up something that's more olive, which tends to be the route that most foundations go when they get darker. And I was like, man, come on. Your girl just wants to look like my summer shade. Come on, man. So the yellow is on. Before I set my entire face, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the bronzerization. Get that sun-kissed look. That's what we're going for. That's why I didn't use a contour shade. And I'm gonna be using my Fenty in the shade Coconati. I'm gonna pick up an angled face brush. I'm gonna pick up my angled face brush by Bare Essentials. Load it up and bronze it. Yeah. In the summer, I just like to look more bronze. I'm gonna speed this up, okay? Be right back. Alrighty now, we are officially bronzed up. If you've never tried the Bare Essentials brushes, this is ID Bare Essentials. It's from Bare Minimals. I think they use a real hair, like actual hair in their brushes versus synthetic brushes. They're really, really nice. I've been using those for years. Okay, so now that we have the bronzer on, I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of my face and add my shadow shield. And we're using the translucent shade from Beauty Bakery. I'm just gonna set myself up here. I'll be right back. Alrighty, now we are completely set. My face is set. I also like to set my face with the translucent powder and then just give myself a light misting. And then I take the butt end of my blender and I just press that in. And it kind of gives me a really nice set. I feel like I get a little bit more matte effect out of it because I am an oily skin gal. So now that we have my shadow shield on, let's talk about what shadow we're using today. Today I'm going to be using this beautiful one here. This is the Warrior palette from Juvia's Place. I'm going to try to use one palette and make a really quick, simple, easy peasy one palette look using all these beautiful neutrals. This is a combination of like taupes and browns and all that jazz. It has champagne-y highlighted color. It has a golden. I just love this palette. I think it's amazing for a quick get up and go look. And we're going to use one palette today. So let's see what we come up with. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually put a little bit of concealer. And I think I'm going to do a halo eye today. I haven't done one of those in a while. Just because we're going neutral doesn't mean we have to be bland. So I'm going to pick up a fluffy brush. I'm going to grab the AOA Studios F33 and I'm going to blend that out and up into the brow. And the other eye. Let's pick up Kano, which is this beautiful shade right there. He's like a warm, tanny brown shade. I'm gonna just press that in. And we're going to focus him on the outer corner first. Really pack it into the outer corner, guys. Just going to pack it on up there. Hey! I like this shade because it's not too dark. I feel like he's the right shade of brownish tan for me. Where you can tell I put it on, but it's not too deep. I'm going to pick up the shade Minnow, which is this darker shade here, and we're going to put that on my outer corner so we can start creating that dimension. And I'm just going to lightly tap. This color is very pigmented, so I just lightly, I wish you guys could see how light I'm tapping, but look how much pigment I'm getting. Lightly pack him on the outer edge and then slowly bring him in. Just like that. That's enough. That's enough. I'm gonna soften him out a little bit. I'm gonna pick up the shade Minnow again, and I'm gonna tap him on the inner corner and then slowly bring him in. I like to connect this look actually. Just barely bring everybody to the party. Like that. So now you have this empty space right there. If you have hooded eyes, honey, you gotta know the secret. Look straight ahead, look head on into the mirror. And if you can't see your second color, you need to go up a little bit. Because the hood, you know, it kind of zaps away some of that goodness that we just did. So I just slowly go up. So instead of actually putting color in my literal crease, which is here, I have to go up more towards my orbital bone and bring my second shade up there. Otherwise, you won't see it. And I'm just using the same pencil brush that I used, the E105, and just bringing that up a little bit. So now you can see it. My look hit on. You guys can see it now. This isn't just the, ooh, look at all that detail when she blinks moment. So now we got an intense little moment there. We have this beautiful empty space for our halo color. And today I'm going to pick up the color Dahomey, which is this bottom one here. Whoops, there we go. This one right here. This is like a bronzy, orangey gold color. I'm gonna grab a flat brush. This is the E113 brush from AOA Studios. I'm gonna go in dry. I'm not gonna put on any setting spray on this brush. And we're gonna just tap him right in the center. And whenever I do a halo eye, I always start at the lash line, just like that. I like it to be wider at the bottom and then sort of narrowly go up. So I don't mind if it's a little wider here. As you guys can see, it's kind of, yeah. And then I'm gonna tap it up. Tap, tap, tap on up there. And then just softly go left to right. Ooh la la. Ooh, that is pretty. I'm gonna pick up another shade, which is called More Me. Right here. I'm gonna load up my brush and put it dead smack in the middle. Just a little of that. Starting at my lash and working my way up. Ooh. Now we're cooking with fire. And there's that finished eye. All right, now let's do this eye. All done. We're gonna go a little rogue today. Thinking about picking up a little out of the box shade. Shall we? Should we? Could we? Why not? You only live once, right? We're gonna pick up this gem right here. Wait, there we go. This one. I'm gonna create a liner out of that on my lower lash line. So we're gonna take Bakwa, load up my angle brush, and I'm gonna put him underneath. He looks like an in-between shade to me. Oh yeah, he's giving me the business. Alright. Ooh, my eyes look big and bright and shiny. I like it. Ooh, I'm excited. Okay, so I'm gonna clean my face up, remove my shadow shield, zoom back out, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, we're all cleaned up. We got that shadow shield out the way. Now let's move on into the finishing touches of this look. Oh, this look is coming out better than I thought. All right, contain yourself. So for blush, I'm gonna be using this palette here. This one is from Juvia's Place. It is the Saharian Blush Volume 2 palette. And these are the colors. Based on the fact we went with the goldeny color, I'm thinking about going with a nice peachy combo. So I'm going to pick up the shade Yara up here and then the shade down here, which is Lena. So I'm going to use Yara going further back and I'm going to use Lena in the front. You can tap off the excess. I always keep a towel on my vanity space so I can remove any excess product. So if I put too much highlighter on, too much bronzer, too much anything, if my brush seems overloaded with product, I'll just tap off some of the excess. All right, so now I'm gonna pick up the shade Lena, which is a more pinky shade. I'm gonna lightly pounce them onto my cheek. Just like that. Ooh, so pretty. Do I look like a blushing bride over here? Sun-kissed, golden goodness. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful. Alrighty, we are blushing. We are sun-kissed. I'm so excited. Now for the finishing. I play Mortal Kombat, guys, okay? I'm that chick who loves to play video games, and Mortal Kombat is one of them I love. I quote them like all the time. But anywho's, Before we go ahead and add on the highlighter, I'm going to go ahead and set my face. I'm going to be using the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. I'm going to grab my Diva fan. Ooh. Bring this dry. I'm going to pick up my highlighter. This is the Shayla ColourPop Collab in the shade Pose. This is a loose highlighter, and so I like to use a smaller brush to give myself some control. Because if you're not careful with a loose highlighter, you can go from I need to get some sun to I am the sun. Okay, we're not trying to do that today. Not today anyway. So now that I have my highlight on, we're at the home stretch. The last thing we have to do now is the lips, baby. This is the Makeup Shayla Under Construction ColourPop Collab in the shade BFF4. And I'm going to use this to line my lips. We're going to keep this a little on the neutral side. I'm not going to go too vampy. So just going to line my lip real quick. Be beautiful. Nude. This was the shade Naked from the AOA Studios Wonder Mattes. So let's do my lips. And to finish the lips, I'm going to go ahead and grab my Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Go. So now that the lips are done, I'm pretty much done. I'm not going to put any mascara today. It's one of those days outside when it's a little on the muggier side. Wearing mascara can be a with you or against you type situation, especially if it starts raining. I don't want to be crying mascara because this cloud decided to wash my face for me. So I'm not going to wear any mascara today. This is the finished look. I'm going to take my hair down, show you my entire wash day to walking out the door look. I'll be right back. Alrighty, my lovelies, I am back. We finished the face with just a little light misting of the Sephora setting spray, and we are done. This is the finished look. I think it came out amazing. I think you're gonna light up even the most cloudiest summer day. I love this look. This is a very quick and simple look. I'm telling you guys, I've been challenging myself to just use one palette to create looks, and I think it's been working out amazingly. If you want to challenge yourself as well, please let me know. You can leave a comment below. You can also follow me on my Instagram. I will leave a link to that, and you guys can tag me in that as well. So let me know that you guys are also participating in the one palette challenge. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content from me, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to know the next time my video is live and ready to go, hit that bell button, honey. Make it rain. Until the next time we meet, my lovelies, stay focused, stay true, live boldly, and in color. Peace.